heartbroken, I'm still sad, and my heart is still heavy. Typically, when you join me, I'm taking you around town and sharing all the things that I've discovered. But today, I kind of want to do something a little different. I want to talk about Maui and let everyone that's affected know that we're thinking of them and we will remember them. And I'll tell you how we can all help if you stick around. So please stay tuned. On Tuesday, August 8th, 2023, wildfires tore through the community of West Maui, including Lahaina, and destroyed everything in sight. The day the fires happened, I really didn't know what to say publicly. I was trying to absorb all of the information that was being shared on the news and, watching people's accounts on social media. I really just wanted to kind of understand what was even happening. I've been on Oahu now for almost a year, and in that time I've met some coworkers and met some friends, and it's one thing to watch a news story and you're still affected by it, right? But it's a whole other thing when you know people and connected to people who it directly affects, and it becomes personal. And it's heartbreaking to hear the stories about how people lost everything. I mean, for what many take for granted, like even just shampoo or, a toothbrush, like there were people who lost everything. Homes gone, infrastructure destroyed, history burned. I mean, imagine all of your possessions taken by fire. Some people even had to jump in the ocean to save their own lives, to save the lives of others. I can't imagine those who were there, who were witnessing it firsthand. I cannot even imagine. After hearing all of this news, initially my reaction was like, okay, nobody go to Maui. Those who are on Maui and don't live there, you should leave because you're taking up resources. But now that the smoke is cleared, you can see the impact that this is having on the community. There are lots of small business owners who are struggling and depend on tourists for their livelihood. That's the real of it. I mean, we all depend on one another for our livelihood if you really think about it. So if you're planning to visit Hawaii and you want to visit Maui, just know that the east part of the island and the south part of the island are all open. Just please stay clear of the west side where the damage happened until news breaks that they're accepting visitors again. I think it's a respect thing. If that was your neighborhood, you want that to be protected while you were able to heal and rebuild as well. You know what I'm saying? It's just respect. I debated on making this video, but I can't stop thinking about what happened. And so, you know what? I feel as though I'm a part of this community now, and so I want to lend my voice. Speaking of community, let me tell you about this Hawaii community, okay? People here came together like I have never seen before. It was really, really amazing. I mean, people got on boats, and I know there was one way in and one way out of the areas that were affected, and people were like, no, we're gonna get on this boat. We're gonna take the people what they need, supplies, food. It had gotten to the point where so many clothes were going over. They were like, no more clothes. Like, we have hit our capacity. It was really beautiful to see that aloha spirit showed up and it showed out. It was amazing. The rebuilding is going to be a marathon and not a sprint. One of the other reasons that I'm making this video, other than me wanting to raise my voice and be a part of this community, is also that this story will still be relevant this time next year and even after that, Resources, attention, and support will still be needed for this community for years to come. I've seen a couple of interviews and been in a couple conversations where counseling and mental health was mentioned as a need. And let me be very clear, I am not in the mental health space. I am not a professional in that area at all, but I understand big events happening in life where you need to talk to somebody. And there are a few local places that kind of pull on my heartstrings, and so I want to share those with you today. I will put their information in the description below if you want to help support. I've always been the type of person to try to deal with stuff on my own. Like, I never want to put my issues on anybody, or I never want to bother anybody. But that's not the way to be healthy mentally. Mental health is really important to me because sometimes you need to talk to somebody. We need one another, especially during traumatic events or things that are, hard to deal with or hard to push through. And it's okay not to be okay. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're just not okay. And I can't imagine mentally what this must be to those in Lahaina and the surrounding community. What I do love is there are groups and organizations that are there to help support. And so, again, you can find their information in the description below. And then these are organizations that I also support. Once the cameras go away and the energy leaves, the people of Lahaina and those surrounding communities will still be here rebuilding. So that's where we come in, and that's where we can help. As a smaller creator, I'm not monetized yet, but you better believe that the moment that I am, and any ad revenue that I make from this, if it ever makes any money, I will make sure to send that to one of those organizations that I have below in the description. So just you watching today is helping. So thank you so much. Let me let you know something that I know for sure, because I have to end on a positive note. The people in Hawaii are strong. The people in Hawaii are resilient. And though I know this will take time to rebuild, Lahaina and the surrounding communities will be back. And though it won't be as it once was, it will be stronger. Maui strong. Hawaii strong. Maui, we love you. Mahalo for watching, and aloha.